Hey everybody, and welcome to Nerfcast. This is Josh.
And me.
Yeah. So, yeah, been a little bit. Some stuff has happened.
Yeah. I want to open the podcast by saying I really don't like the city of Boston, and normally I root against them, but thank God for Tom Brady because I hate Seattle more. Skittles. Hashtag hate hard.
Yes. So you could probably tell when we're recording.
Oh yeah, good point. You want to restart?
Nope. No, it's all good. People know that we record before the day that it comes out on. It's all
cool.
Good.
Plus, that just sets the tone for the podcast.
It really kind of does. Oops, making my window disappear here. Yeah. Not a ton to talk about, but enough, I think.
Enough good substance.
Yeah, for real. I mean, we might sound a little bit broken record-y because it's kind of the same stuff, but new information about the same stuff. So, it'll be good. It'll be good. I guess first off, let's get this out of the way. Thanks to all of our subscribers, new subscribers and old subscribers. We loved all the stuff that came in. It was really awesome. We're having a hard time going through and picking the winners, but we think we've got it narrowed down. We're going to send some emails, make sure everybody's good, and we'll probably have an announcement video for that pretty soon. So,
thank you to everybody who sent us there was some really creative stuff in there. And thanks to all the new subs that joined. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the content that we're I won't say cranking because cranking would be a bad word. We like to go full bore for like a day, do a whole bunch of things, and then hit our normal bi-weekly podcast. But
yeah,
I'm ready. I'm high on life.
Well, so yeah, thanks to everybody for all that. We appreciate it as always. And once we hit that next milestone, whatever it is, we don't know.
I got big plans.
Probably 1,000 subs. We'll probably have a milestone there. I know people on YouTube normally have like regular milestones, like it's this, and this. But yeah, what else? We do what we want.
We do what we want. Oh, sorry. I want to apologize on this podcast ahead of time. I am in a rare great mood, and when I get in a great mood, I like to hate hard.
He does. It's a beautiful thing.
Weird. When I'm in a normal mood, I'm just joyous and loving, and when I get excited, I just like to go after and kill her. All right. So, a whole bunch of stuff happened this week. I think we should probably take this with like update, and then something we didn't actually talk about in the last podcast, from what I remember. So, huge update to the Modulus stuff. More in the there is a German website translation shenanigans, and now the prevailing thought is that the Modulus is full auto. Josh, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, so it's been talked about here and there. Apparently, there's been some translations that have said full auto.
Yes.
If it is, it's awesome, right? Everybody's like, oh, we want another full auto blaster. Everybody loves the Rapid Strike, so basically they want to do the same thing.
Right, and that'll justify the price point of $50.
Yeah, for sure. And if they basically give us a Rapid Strike that is smaller, more compact, and you can add more customized barrels and butt stocks and things like that, dude, cool. I'm down for that. No problems, because basically we already have a semi-auto that does that. It's the Strife.
Yes, that is correct.
If you want to mod something out, just buy a Strife and get accessories. So if it's full auto, that'd be friggin' awesome.
That is also correct.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if it's full auto, to me, it justifies the price point. It could possibly stymie some whining. There's a lot of whining going on with the Modulus that I'm not quite understanding because it's leading us to accessory packs and I thought that faux barrels, tactical, and accessory packs were for the most part beloved in the community. Obviously, I was mistaken, so forgive my ignorance.
Yeah, you know, I'm excited that they're bringing out accessory packs. As long as they are standard accessory packs, it can be used with other blasters that take accessories right now. So you know, if it was like, oh, this is a Modulus accessory and like it's a thing you can slap on the side of the Modulus and that's the only place you can ever use it, it doesn't go on a tack rail, it doesn't fit on the buttstock, then I would be like, yeah, it kind of sucks. You got to have this blaster. But for, you know, if it's just the regular stuff and they're just using the Modulus sort of as a platform to have an excuse to bring out new buttstocks and, you know, new barrels and things like that, I'm super happy.
It's funny because it looks like the barrel on the end of the Modulus, like it's stackable.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. I don't know.
A lot of barrelception.
Yeah, I've seen that in the pictures, and I'm like, what? What's going on? Like, what?
That can lead to a lot of fun.
Yeah, it looks like there's like a small front barrel that still has a barrel adapter on it that you can then put like a more full-length barrel. And I don't know what the purpose of that is, but hey, it looks cool, whatever. I mean, if it hurts ranges, then I'm sure some people will not like it. Some people like it for the aesthetic purposes, but hey, cool.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If it hurts ranges, do some work on your blaster, and then you could fix that problem.
Yeah, more than likely. That's, you know, that's what's up.
So that update hit pretty hard. I think someone also, high speculation, almost confirmed that one of the buttstocks that'll be offered doubles as like a single shot hidden pistol, so you can detach it and then fire.
Yes, that is pretty cool.
That is, yeah. I mean, like, I don't know. I thought that was pretty freaking neat. I'm like, oh, that's super neat.
Yeah.
It may never be useful, but whatever. If I get one tag out, it will be worth the price of admission.
I completely agree. Everybody that's, well, I don't know everybody, but if people are saying, oh, this is stupid and it's like a gimmick idea, yes, but it's something different, it's something new. We don't have a whole lot of stocks to choose from at the moment. I'm going to take what I can get. Word. It's better than nothing, and kids will like it, so, you know, that means it sells more product, which ensures product in the future for us. Everything can't be game-changing, super different, crazy. You know, you got to have some stuff that is there for the target audience that is just purely made to sell toys.
And, like,
have to accept that.
Like, it's funny, because, like, people are always waiting for the game-changing, and I feel like you went from pump action, like pump up an air tank, to Springer, and I could be wrong. Someone's going to correct me. I know the history of Nerf. I don't know the history of Nerf too well. To flywheels, right, which was the next propulsion system. Right. That changed, and then you made flywheels automatic, right? So you made one blaster where it cracked out automatic, which happened on the Stampede. I know the Stampede was a fully automatic plunger with select fire, right? Stampede has select fire on it?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, so
forever.
Like, the delivery system, propulsion, and all that seems to be more of the game changer at this point. And I know we're going to get our first second string-powered, but first string and clip system, which I don't think will be a game changer at all, but still can be pretty neat.
Yes, it can definitely be neat. And I mean, depending, again, we always say depending on your game type and how you play, you know, this could be a game changer, this isn't a game changer. Spring power could be a game changer for some people, depending on how they play. Some people might do, you know, LARP stuff, and they might have post-apocalyptic stuff or old, you know, knights, and be like, hey, all we had was zing bows and Nerf swords, and that's all we could use. Now we have a crossbow. Cool, whatever. Right. You know, you do you.
I think that all the game-changing stuff that happens in Nerf is what people do after the blaster comes out to the internals. That may change your game more so than what Hasbro's going to put out. That's not Hasbro's job. Hasbro's job is to sell the kids and market to them, and they're not here for us hobbyists. And that would be kind of like, if Hasbro made the blasters that good out of the box, they may suck like half the joy out of people's hobby, because half the fun is modding the stuff and pushing it as far as you can go.
Yeah, you actually bring up a really good point, because it's something that Hasbro had said in the past, and which was, you know, our ideal blaster is us making a blaster that out of the box people won't have a desire to mod or won't have a need to mod because it's hitting the ranges that they want it to hit. And that's a great attitude for them to take, and they've come a long way from the End Strike line doing it. So, super props to them. They're never going to have a blaster that no one is ever going to try to engineer better.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's just what some people do. Some people are just like, I don't even play, I just like to make things shoot far.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean,
and that's cool. That's your thing.
And we figured out at this point, even honestly, no matter how far you need to shoot, if it's going to use elite ammo, it's not going to hit anything anyway. So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, exactly.
So until they build the better dart, then at this point. But anyways, I digress. So that came out. Accessory packs. I know I was really tired, so I apologize when I know I was exhausted last podcast because obviously everyone has probably figured out where I was now. If you followed, the travels of the Roman Kush, you know where I was at. So, I didn't get to really be super juiced about the accessory packs. Even the one pack that says it's got a flip clip. Looks like they brought the flip clip system back and stuck 2 12s in that thing. The clip holder that you can put 2 clips together. Yeah, flip clip.
Yep, flip clip. No, you're right. I'm following you 100%.
Rocking 2 12s in the flip clip. Hopefully they made it a little stronger because I have a couple of the old gray ones and they kind of suck for anything bigger than a 6. So hopefully they made it stronger, made it a little bit better. And even like a flip clip thing, while is it necessary? Can we do better? We've got clip holders that we put on our blasters now. Yeah. But is it something that if you can readily go buy it for like $10, $15 and get a couple of them, maybe something that might be useful. If it works really well, especially if it'll hold 18s, not just 12s, it could be useful. I could see a use for it.
Definitely. I mean, it's not definitely out of all of the kits that they've announced, it is the least exciting in my opinion. Yes. But it's still cool because we're getting something hopefully that'll work well. We'll see when it comes out. It's kind of hard to have a really big speculation about it at the moment.
Yeah. And then, that was the Modulus stuff this week. I think that, kind of really hit hard. Rapid Fire obviously being the most exciting. Or not Rapid, Full Auto being the most exciting.
I'm looking up Awesomely Nerf, I think, put up a bunch of pictures from a German catalog.
Yep.
These might have popped up somewhere else too. I'm not entirely certain, but this is where I saw them. So we have a new Elite Pinpoint sight as part of the Stealth Kit, which I'm excited about because people have been complaining about the Elite Pinpoint sight for quite a while. This one looks like it's orange, so I don't know. Some people might not like that, but just being able to have an Elite Pinpoint sight.
Everyone's already lost their junk about the color thing. Like, orange is their new thing, so new stuff's going to be in orange.
But it was like orange and white, so if they had gone white, I think it would... anything white would have looked really, really cool. Yes. Barrels, I understand, being orange. But so in the Elite Pinpoint sight sort of stealth kit, there is a vertical foregrip, it looks like, and a small, like, faux barrel. And it looks kind of like a faux suppressor, like a silencer. It looks like it has holes in it, so it's kind of similar to the, what the heck's it called? That has a little barrel.
Spectre?
Thank you. I don't know why I always do that with the Spectre. Like, it doesn't start with an M or an R or something. Like, it's always weird.
The best Nerf barrel ever, yes.
It is like the best Nerf barrel ever, but I never referred to it as the Spectre barrel.
Performance, but it looks really cool.
So hopefully it's similar to that. It looks, it's a really tiny picture that we're looking at here, but it looks pretty cool.
Bipod, there's a bipod somewhere.
It makes it look like a submachine gun, basically. Then there's the range kit, and this is the one I think you're talking about. It has a scope, which looks kind of like the scope that comes with the long shot, but also what is the little pistol that has it, like the clear shot or something like that?
I think it is the clear shot. I think they have different scopes.
I'm sure it's probably a little bit different, but it looks very similar. And of course, it's probably not going to do anything. The Elite Pinpoint sight hopefully will have the little red or green dot, whatever they go with. Right. But I'm sure the barrel will, or the scope will just be plastic with some crosshairs in it, and that's cool. It's for kids. I expect that. That kit looks like it also comes with a bipod and another barrel, which is longer. And this is the one that some people were hoping for, maybe some sort of afterburner or something going on with that barrel.
So You know what's funny about the afterburner myth that
Yeah.
I have helped trying to conjure? If you look at the barrel,
Yes.
doesn't it seem unnecessarily fat at the base?
So it's funny you mentioned that because I was looking at that too, and I'm like, what is that? Like they don't. I mean, I know it has to go down a little bit to have that little button that pushes in and locks it into place. But it does seem like it goes out a bit more
super
than
fat,
it needs
huh?
to. Yeah. I mean, it's
Honestly,
definitely.
if they put any type of afterburner pusher, repusher system in there, I would like everyone to stop hating on Hasbro for the rest of 2015.
Here's the thing. It's very. This is what's interesting to me is they call it a sniper kit.
Right.
Or no, they call it a XD modulus range kit, but everybody's referring to it as like the sniper kit. So if the idea is to increase range, first off, I assume that barrel better be larger.
Yes.
Very similar to the Spectre barrel, so that it doesn't hinder darts. If it is an afterburner, that would be really awesome. But here's the thing. They have, again, we've seen the translation for full auto, but if you're trying to make like a XD sniper type kit, wouldn't you want that ability to just switch over to semi-auto fire? And I'm telling you right now, if they have a semi-auto that can switch into full auto, I'm down. I'm so down. I'll be like, I can't even hate on you for a whole year. This is beautiful.
So what we got here is if they have a barrel that you can put on that changes to select fire, you will join the wagon of not hating on Hasbro for an entire year.
Yeah, or I'll even go this far. If it's not even just a barrel, if it's just the entire blaster, always has the functionality to switch between auto and full auto. I mean, and I'm not expecting something amazing. I'm expecting if it has full auto, it's going to be full auto the same way that the Rapid Strike has full auto. It's not going to be mind-blowing, super crazy. Yeah.
Right.
Just the idea that they've listened enough to have done that would be amazing for me. I'd be like, that. You know what? It's cool. It's cool. If they do it in the context of you have to buy this kit, in one way, it kind of sucks because you won't have that functionality with the other kits, or if you don't want a barrel. But I would it would probably be more genius on Hasbro. I would give them even more props for being like, oh, there's like a little connector, and it just tells it that you can flip between auto and full auto. But I feel like that button, that selector switch, would have to be somewhere close to the trigger, so they'd have to make it on the blaster. But
you're in the selector switch camp, and I'm saying if that barrel somehow houses some kind of extra propulsion system to make the dart go farther or help the dart ramp up speed, I will personally not hate on Hasbro for the rest of the year, and I will back them against other hate.
Yeah. No, I feel it.
I will go on a witch hunt for the bitches.
Honestly, if they do either of those things, I'm pretty cool with Hasbro because that really means they're listening to the community, and I fully understand that they can only make things within their specifications. Right? They're still a toy manufacturer. At the end of the day, they have to make things that kids can use, that are safe for kids, that they're gonna sell to kids.
Yep.
But making this just means that they're listening to the community. Like, here you go. We know that you're modding Rapid Strikes. Feel free to make this one faster and better. We're giving you a base model that you already has this functionality built in.
Now,
that's amazing to me.
Someone's going to listen to this podcast and say, but B.F.U, what if they made the base blaster not as good and then the afterburner got it to elite ranges? Are you still going to stand by your statement? I'm going to say yes. I'm still going to stand by it because that means the tech is in there and all I got to do is put better motors in it. So, yes, I'll still stand by that shit.
Yeah, I mean, that's just...
that means the tech is in there, I got to buy better motors and drop them into some stuff and not have to cut shells. So, done. Yeah, I don't even... Whatever. I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably more complicated than you're making it out to be, but sure.
Some gauge, some soldering.
No, I mean, like, the act of propelling a dart into other flywheels... I feel like when people were doing that, they had to get like timing and flywheel spinning right at the correct speed to be faster than the propulsion of the dart.
I think some pretty janky duct tape afterburners, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe. It all depends on how it all works, but I'm down. If Nerf comes out with some interesting stuff like that, I'll give them mad props because that's that's totally listening to the fan base, and I love it when I hear that they're actually taking, us into consideration even a little bit. So,
right. I mean, so that was the big update to the Modulus, I think, this week, and then the other thing I wanted to talk about was that's the only update, right? So the only other thing that
well,
really
there was something that you touched on really quick that we don't have a lot of stuff about, but I don't think we talked about last time a whole lot, which is you said until they build better ammo, you know what I mean, we're even if you're shooting with the darts.
The honeycomb dome?
Honeycomb dome, maybe. The
HCD.
the connects darts, whatever you want to call them.
I'm calling them honeycomb domes.
Honeycomb domes.
HCD.
HCDs.
Could stand for honeycomb dome or honeycomb dart.
There you go. It's interesting. There's obviously not a lot of information about them. There was a cross section someone did, which is cool. Really glad you did cross section, but it would have been really helpful if there was like some weights and stuff.
It's like, hold on? How you go cross section? Why didn't you just set up a target and shoot the damn thing?
I mean, I understand being like, hey, let's see how long the stem is and if it's hollow inside. I get that.
Shoot it first.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Let me weigh it against all the other ones and let me shoot it, and then see what's up, and then maybe cross section. I mean, I don't know how many this person had. They got their hands on. It's funny because probably this week we have a newer version of the dart analysis sheet that Blood Angel has done for us. Again, he submitted in that we're probably going to do that. Obviously doesn't have these darts in it because they're not out yet, but I would love to see more information on that, because if they're better and they're cheaper, or at least on par with the pricing, it would be really cool to see, especially if we start getting either Chinese knockoffs if they're expensive, or mega versions. Yeah, mega honeycomb. See,
don't play with me.
That would be
don't even play with me. You know what's funny? I thought I saw a review on the interwebs for something that is not out yet.
That's related to honeycombs?
No, I thought I saw somebody's kid. Somebody's kid that works for Hasbro reviewed a product before it came out. But maybe I was not.
The only thing I saw was I thought that the Facebook stuff was the Modulus stuff, right?
Yeah, maybe.
I thought. Let me see.
Hold on.
What else is on the Reddits? Nerf. No.
No, it was on the YubTubs.
Oh, on the YubTubs. Alrighty then.
It was on the YubTubs, but honest to God, I could be have been sleeping. I could have been sleeping.
It's very possible. Very, very possible, because I don't know what you're talking about, but I haven't. I've been busy. I've been like for reals busy at work and doing all sorts of stuff, so I don't know.
It could be out of my mind. So, anyways, the other thing I want to talk about, damn it, this is going to stick in my head for the next 10 minutes, and what's going to happen is, as soon as we go off the air, I'm going to find the YouTube video I was talking about. There's a little kid, the cam work was like horrible. But his dad works for Hasbro, and he was selected to review something before it came out.
Huh. And you don't remember what the thing is at all.
See, here's the problem, Josh. I live a very strange life. And in that strange life, things happen. But I don't remember what it was about.
I like that.
Oh, well, you know what? It was the crossbolt. It was the crossbolt review. Some little kid did a crossbolt review. God darn it, I'm not crazy. And I apologize to listeners for having to watch me have Alzheimer's on the... And that's no offense to anyone, by the way, whose parents have that terrible affliction. I'm sure I will suffer from it one day. So, it's called Nerf Gun. It's by KL Gaming. He's already got 2,800 views on it. And, there's actually 2 of them up.
Wow.
Oh, that's that thing. So there's one by HJ Reviews, And let me see if they got it actually working.
Nerf gun review 2
No.
crossbow.
Yeah, that one.
I'm gonna watch it right now. So
he's actually got it in the video. You know, it's my fault for not telling you before we got on the air. I apologize.
wow.
You've been super busy. I've been super busy.
Yeah, you know.
It is one of some of the worst camera work in the world, but this is the first one out in the wild.
Yeah, I'm watching it right now. I'm just gonna kind of skip because it's like a 4-minute video.
Yeah, and the camera work's bad, and it's really, really bad. And you don't really learn much, but there is one out in the wild. The kid says straight up his dad works for Hasbro, and they're randomly selected to play with the stuff.
Oh man, I hope he doesn't get in trouble for this then, because it would be awesome to have somebody, you know, who has a dad from Hasbro on the inside.
Yeah, you know, it'd be awesome if this kid understood a little bit of camera work. And I mean, hey, he's a little kid, so he's trying his best. But,
Hey, I mean, yeah, he's getting more information out than anybody else, so I can't.
Yeah, I can't hate on him. But yeah, I forgot to tell you that. I'm so sorry, Josh.
Person work right here. Like he had it on top of it, holding it.
He did. He did.
For a hot second.
Now, while Josh is watching this, the Nerf community can understand the kind of crap Josh has to deal with managing me, because I find something like this, I don't tell him about it until we're live and doing the podcast, and he's got to sit there and smile when he knows he wants to kick me in the junk.
No, this is so. Wow. All right, we're gonna do this. All right, he primed it, and he shot it, and I couldn't see anything. Oh, there we go. Hit a door. It looked pretty cool. Yeah, he said it's pretty fast. So, wait, what? Faster battery Nerf guns. What? I can only half hear it. Like a reaction video now. This turned into Nerfcast. The reaction. What?
Like, too bad there's not a way we can screen share the thing and just put it on while we're talking about it.
I might actually be able to do that, but I don't want to test it because we're already like, you know,
deep in
podcast. Yeah, and I don't want to.
I'm so sorry that I didn't do this in the rundown.
That's all good.
Hey, we actually have a rundown, so there you go, folks.
His camera fell.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
I think he's using a point and shoot. Actually, that might be a. Wow, that might be one of those like minnow flip cameras.
Yep.
All right. Well, didn't learn a whole lot.
But hey, go check out. If you guys want to see it and you haven't looked at it already, it's called the guy's capital K capital L space gaming on the YubTub. Go check him out.
Put in KL Gaming Crossbolt. It should come up.
And you're straight.
I think I put in KL Gaming Nerf and it came up. But interesting. All right. Good
he's
stuff.
Got a smooth. Hey, he's got 28 subscribers, and we're about to hook him up and let him in on our 5 and change.
28 subscribers, but he's got like 3,000 views.
3,000 hits.
He doesn't need our help, man.
You know what's funny? I go to his page. He's got the thing. I subscribed to it because, like, I'm like, well, if I'm gonna go watch his video, I might as well subscribe.
Yeah, you know.
But he's got 3,000 hits and no one subscribed. That's messed up. I don't understand how the YubTubs work.
Yeah, people just watch. I was actually watching a video about this, and there was a dude who was talking about YouTube marketing, like getting more hits and more subscribers. He's like, this is why like, at the beginning of the videos, you have to have a call to action and say, like, rate, comment, subscribe. And people do that on all their videos. It's because people don't think about it like, I'm just watching the video. Oh, yeah, I guess I could subscribe. He compared it to when you get the like, when you're in a movie theater and it says, like, turn your cell phone off.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, yeah, I guess I should turn my cell phone off. I'm like, funny. That's cool. I just skip the first 5 minutes because I've usually already commented or subscribed or whatever. I'm just like, yeah, I know you're going to say this right at the beginning. Let's go. That's why we just throw it in randomly. See how I did that? Yep. I said rate, comment, subscribe. Well, I wasn't telling you to do it. I just mentioned it. So now you're thinking about it.
And I got like a 10% chance you're going to do it. So I want to get that. I was thinking about it yesterday. Thinking about when we were doing the podcast this week,
yeah,
and then I just blanked out when we were doing the rundown because I got so pissed off about our next topic. It just completely caught in my judgment. So we'll close out the discussion on the crossbolt. You guys can check the video out. Let us know what you think. And then we are on to the Nerf Thundercat. No, that's not right. That was actually something cool that happened in life.
The Thunder? Did you say Thundercat?
Cat.
Oh, no, yeah.
Sort of Omen, cool show. Yeah, so Nerf took one of my favorite words, which is thunder. I like all things. I like Captain Thunder. I like Shazam. I like the whole Thunder family. And then they just ruined it for me because they made the Nerf Thunderblast.
Yeah.
If you would allow me, Josh, I would like to go on a quick rant about the Thunderblast and what I don't understand.
By all means.
So I have not read the whole thread. I have read a good portion of the thread on Reddit. And it doesn't seem to be generating the requisite amount of hate I would expect for a haphazard, thrown together conflagration of a piece of garbage. This thing is, I just don't get it. I don't understand. It's like they took three things, they smacked them on each other. Honestly, it looks like when I used to strap stuff to barrels. You all remember that phase. Everybody remembers the B.F.U barrel system. Okay? Not my finest hour. Just getting into Nerf. It looks like I put this thing together. You might as well put zip ties on it and call it someone else's idea. It is horrible. It is fugly. It looks like a super soaker that they just hollowed out the front and stick a rocket in it. Let's go! For all my love of the Modulus and all my excitement for them bringing out accessories, I want to know which Randy was on this project, because it was obviously stupid Randy. Now the concept is solid. It's a thing that only shoots rockets. First of all, it better not be more than $20, and I don't even get caught up on price. But it only shoots rockets. Hey, that's cool. You got games, rockets do splash damage. They kill the big zombie. I got a sledgehammer. I'm going to get killed by a rocket. That's freaking awesome. But it's fugly. It is fugly. It is blue and orange and gray of fugly. All right, I'm done.
So I cannot disagree with you on most of those points. This is definitely, of all the things I've seen, probably I am least excited about. And I enjoy the rocket launcher on the Demolisher.
So do I!
So here's the thing. I feel like someone at Hasbro said, everybody keeps complaining about the rocket launcher not being removable. Right? Like, that was the biggest thing, was like, oh, the rocket launcher's not removable. That sucks. And was like, well, let's make our own rocket launcher. Like, no, you don't understand. We didn't want the rocket launcher just because.
I don't even mind if they made it. First of all, if they had a shotgun grip, that would improve it.
Yes, I was like, yeah.
But it doesn't have to be three-tone.
Yes,
it's like they were like, we need 2009 to mix with 2015, and we're going to smack 12 in the middle. Done. It's a wrap. They gave it to intern Randy. Intern Randy at Hasbro obviously designed this blaster. And when you give stuff to intern Randy, that's what happens, world. Intern Randy in the Heezy.
Yeah, I mean, I just keep looking at this thing and hoping that it's a prototype. Because it does, 100%, I agree with you. It looks good.
Even if it's a prototype, I don't even get flabbergasted about Super Nerf blasters. They're kids' toys. But man, that thing is fun. Here's what I don't understand. It is not generating the requisite amount of hate that it should.
Yes. So, I don't know if you saw the Baidu thread. I'm looking at it right now. And people have put the Demolisher rocket launcher on a Super Soaker and on a Barricade with, like, stocks and stuff. And those look amazing! I'm like, that's super cool. I like it. It looks awesome.
You know what sucks, too? The actual buttstock thing, I actually kind of like it. So it looks long and beefy.
One of the main things I was going to say is it looks terrible. It looks very not ergonomic, very uncomfortable. Obviously, there's no trigger because you just pump it the same way that you do the Demolisher, right? Which, I mean, it's not. I don't like it. If I was going to make a standalone rocket launcher, I think it would be way cooler to be like one pump, but it stores it so I can blast it whenever I want.
Right.
You know, whatever. That's cool. You know, they didn't want to go that route. Whatever. Agree with you 100%. I don't understand. Vertical foregrip just makes it oddly tall.
Yes.
And I don't know what's going on. The color contrast of the orange on the blue is just like, what were you doing? Because it looks like I keep looking at it, and if I just look at the picture, I'm like, what is this weird thing, like this giant scope on top of this tiny little orange blaster? Oh, that's the grip. What's going on?
It's like
the actual handle. The actual handle is further back than I feel like it should be, because it's like in this weird positioning, and then you have the stock, which is actually really awesome because you can hold 2 rockets in it, as opposed you
Yep.
can only hold one in the can you only hold one in the demolisher, or can you hold 2?
I think it's
You can hold
one.
2.
Is it two?
I'm gonna look that up right now because I thought it came with.
I thought it
No,
comes with.
no.
I think it's one.
Now I haven't. You're the one who actually owns a demolisher.
I own 2 demolishers.
You actually own 2 demolishers. That is good for
But
you.
one of them no longer demolishes because of the dock. Because I took it apart.
So it is one.
Yeah,
I'm
it is
looking at
one.
right now. The way that they have it facing is opposite. If you understand what so like
Right.
the rockets are facing back towards you, not forward like they are on the demolisher for some reason.
And I like the fact that these are back, actually.
No, I like that. I like it a lot. It doesn't look from the pictures like this is not a removable stock.
No, it's not. Because the stock is actually the handle.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, why wouldn't you make it the handle part of the blaster? Give us a removable stock. Even if people didn't like it, people who own the demolisher and like it might go, I want to buy this just for the stock because it's a better stock for my demolisher, so I can hold more rockets.
No, Josh, because they're going to make me buy it, shop it, and then stick a stock attachment to it so I can stick it on my demolisher so I can hold one more rocket.
Yeah, this is it's ugly as sin. It looks terrible.
It's so fucking. It's so fugly.
100% agree. If they went with a like a more shotgun style prime and not the weird vertical grip that also is.
Fugly.
The thing is, if you're going to have a vertical grip, why do you have so much of it? That's what I don't understand. It looks to be around the same size as the shotgun prime grip, but they just stuck a vertical handle in it. So it's like I could hold this, but you made this stupid handle in the way, so now I can't. What were you thinking?
Dude, I don't even know what to. The funny, I don't. I don't even know.
The only thing I can say that I hope that they did, which I don't know, is put a return spring inside of the actual pump so that it doesn't just flail around when you're running. Because that's my one problem with the demolisher is it just goes.
Josh, that's what the vertical grip's for, so you can run like this. God, and we don't even get angry about stuff that often.
No, but the only thing I can see, and this is what I was hoping Nerf would do to begin with, is just make a rotate, like take all of these, put rockets in like 6 rotating barrels, pump, it rotates and shoots a rocket. I would be happy.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Honestly, if this thing was if this thing was small, not even smaller, I don't. The color, even if they recolored it, it would probably be fugly, but at least it'd be one color fugly.
I don't know what they were thinking.
I don't.
Either the whole thing should have been orange, or that bottom part with the handle should have all been the gray. Like they made that on the demolisher, right? The demolisher has a gray handle. Why would you not go that route? I don't understand.
Actually, Super would have. I wouldn't have minded all orange.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If they went all orange, at least it would have looked like it was kind of supposed to be one thing. But
all orange, and then kill the vert grip, and then you can leave the big orange thing on the bottom because obviously that's part of the power. But at least like do your faux wrap crap that you like to do on the actual pump thing, and then I'm happy. I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, like I said,
not like the zombie strike thing.
The people who put this on the Super Soaker, it looks amazing. And the people who put it in the Barricade, it doesn't look quite as amazing, but it's still good.
Dude, it's rough. I don't. And we just, I don't know. I've been dying to blow up about this thing all week because I'm like, this is horrible.
It really is. It looks, and I mean, I understand. It's there to sell blasters. It better be cheap because it.
No, but that's what I don't think. This is where I'm struggling. It's there to sell blasters, but it's a tough sell because it's aesthetically not pleasing.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, even if they made it, because it's not a huge deal to me. Like, if I wanted it to be detachable so I could put it on other blasters. Right. That was why it would have been cool if it was detachable. I can't put this on other blasters any more than I could the other one. I mean, I can zip tie it, and we can do.
They want to make a standalone rocket launcher. That's fine. But just looking at like let's take the Raven. The Raven, for most people, with the exception of a couple people, is people just don't like the Raven. Right. The Reddits really dislike the Raven. Right.
Yeah.
It's got the fake. It's got the inner barrel, the decreased ranges, blah 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 blah. But at least it looks cool, so it will sell to people and kids because it looks like a cool blaster. The bullpup is very popular design. Looks cool. Yeah. This thing
does not,
under no circumstances, except in intern Randy's mind, looks cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think that there's a place for the for all of these on the field. You know,
God, the Centurion's a piece of crap, but it's a cool looking piece of crap.
exactly. I mean, it's
At least
just
it's a very polished turd. This thing isn't even a polished turd. It's like blue and orange pooped out that cool stuff.
it's so bad.
But I am going to
I
try. I'm probably going to get one to see if I can chop the stock off and make it detachable. So then at least I can, I don't know, maybe if I can figure out how to attach the launcher to other things like a retaliator barrel. I actually, honestly, even if it doesn't hold, even just we're not holding the missiles, I actually like the stock, just the stock.
yeah
Like I
yeah
like the design of that whole setup.
yeah no, that's
I'll
I
find
feel it.
something else to put in the. I'll find something else to put in the missile cradles. I'm sure I can come up with something like a. You know what? I can put a bottle of water in those.
There you
I'll
go.
hydrate. It'll be the. I'll turn it into the hydration stock.
I thought you were gonna take a what are those? A Dre pill and throw it in there and just run with tunes. They got the
Oh, there we
pills.
go, dude. We can turn it into the. Well, I can have water and beats.
Yeah, because you got two.
Right. Oh, it'll be the ultimate Nerf blaster. I got my beats and I got my pill, and then what I'll do is I'll throw it out of my modded demolisher that has the rocket launcher taken off and the spot for the camera. So
Yes.
what we'll do is we'll throw it on this bad Oscar right here. So I'll have my cam in the back. I'll have my bottle of water with my little sippy straw and my beats. I'll just be rocking and rolling, holding my clip up top.
Oh, that's awesome.
It'll be a party in the USA.
Oh, so good.
Oh my god.
So good.
Oh,
Yes.
you know what's funny? Remember we were talking about the Flip Fury,
Yeah.
and I wanted to make that, put two on the bottom together and make that big rifle.
Yes.
And then the Doominator came out, and then it didn't matter. Speaking of which, that's what we forgot: the update to the Doominator.
No, I was getting there. I was getting there. I didn't forget. It's written down.
The Doominator, as speculated by this guy. I don't remember if I speculated on the last podcast or I speculated to you privately. I said it would be cool if the handle was easy to take off.
Yes, you specifically said it would be cool if you could unscrew it, because then you could. I don't remember why you said it was cool. You were like, people. No, I remember. It was because people would be able to 3D print things that you could screw in for other instances.
Right.
You could have like shotgun or whatever, and just screw it in.
And no one was going to believe that. People are going to be like, "Oh, you're a liar, B.F.U. You didn't do that. You're just jumping on the bandwagon. That's what you do. You're just a dirty liar." And I'll say, "Yeah, whatever." two of these, but the other finger. What up? Anyways, so it freaking unscrews, and you can put it on the side.
Yes. Oh, that's hilarious. So the thing was,
looking forward to this blaster.
Yes, no. So with the pictures, there was released. There was nothing to indicate that you would be able to do that,
except the big hole that matched the hole.
What up?
There was a big hole on the side of the part where the thing screwed on the bottom that actually, like an indentation, that actually matches the same size as the handle. No one just put. No, I don't think anyone thought they would actually do some shit like that.
Oh yeah, the bolt that's on the side, you mean, or on the bottom?
Right. Yeah.
So I'm looking at it now, and it's like, oh yeah, you can totally tell that's the same bolt. But when I was looking at it originally, I'm like, what would be the purpose? Like, I didn't look at that bolt as like, oh, that's just flash, whatever. It looks nice because it's zombie strike, so they have to throw a bolt on there. I didn't really look at the bottom like that's also a bolt. I'm like, so why would you go through the trouble of making it unscrewable if there's nothing else you can do with it? Being able to put it on the side is debatably cool. I think it's going to depend on how this monster works. So there's been a lot of speculation about that as well.
Right. If this part primes it and like primes/flips the thing, actually, this doesn't even work that way. There's no way. Like, this can't prime it because that's something's got to flip the things, right? Unless this part flips them, that would be seriously stupid. It's got to be.
No, you could have the same one prime flip mechanism. It's just a bar goes across the top. It would have to go across the top and then bend down to, hit mechanisms in the back to actually prime it
Yeah,
and move things, which seems very overcomplicated. And I still imagine that little gray part in the back, it just primes using that like a regular, you know, like the Flip
maybe
Fury.
that thing looks so like solid, like it doesn't even look like it moves.
Where the gray part is. So the thing is, if you look, there's the gray part, and then around it is like a rectangle of green
Yeah,
also. So it might just prime back over the little weird stock thing that they have there, which is clearly way too close to you to actually use as a stock. Um,
yeah.
that's like really high
I'm
up.
really hoping that it primes with the front thing. I would be very disappointed if it doesn't.
I would go as far as say I would be too. I would not surprise me if it did not. I feel like I read on someone's Facebook page who said that they were there at Toy Fair, or their uncle or someone was there at Toy Fair. They're like, it primes just like a Maverick. And I'm like, I assume they mean strong arm, Maverick, same sort of priming system, whatever. If it does that, I'll be really disappointed because the front grip is basically almost pointless.
Yeah.
Kind of like the
Oh,
Retaliator
you know
has
what?
the forward grip. It's like,
Honestly, if that's how it primes, then I already know what I'm gonna do to it. I'm just gonna chop the entire front off and use it as a really big Flip Fury.
yes, and I think if that's how it does prime, what most people will do, because it
Yeah.
makes that entire thing like, oh, I can hold it from the side or from the bottom. Who
And
cares?
I
I
guess
have
it
to.
depends how big it is too. Like if it's not, I mean, the picture, if it's not that, if it's a Flip Fury with like an extra 5-inch barrel, then it's
Mhm.
still not that big from a length perspective. So it's not
Yes,
rifle. If it's not rifle length, then I'd rather just if it primes like that, I'm fine with that. I'll chop it and deal with it.
right. That makes sense.
So there's a 24 shot pistol.
Yes, I mean you're not going to use it as a backup, but if you really like running pistols, I guess it's a decent secondary. It's just
Yeah, because it's
I really hate things that prime in the back like that. And here's the thing: if it is rifle length, then you're looking at something that's akin to a Retaliator, because
yep,
Retaliator you can basically take it all down. It's a pistol.
right.
Um, but a Retaliator also comes with a forward grip that I never used because
Yeah,
what's the point? I'm going to hold it, take one shot, and I have to let go with my offhand that's holding the forward grip to prime it, and then
actually,
take
right.
my second shot.
It would be almost impossible for this thing to prime using the front grip.
What are you talking about? You just run a bar through it the same way a.
Yeah, but there's not a lot of room for a bar up top. Like that's not a lot of space.
I agree, but eh.
That's a really limited amount of space.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think this thing's going to be smaller than I think it is too.
it's also very possible.
I'm thinking like this big, and I think it's going to be like yay big.
Nice.
Because if you took it like you took the Flip Fury, right,
Mm-hmm.
and just did this to it, that could literally be that entire blaster.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
And if it's that small, then the entire design makes sense to me. I
Yeah.
was thinking it was more like Rapid Strike-esque size or Sling Fire size.
Because I think when we first saw it, one of the first articles had a picture of what's his name? Frick. Tom Hardy in Inception using the little grenade
Yeah.
launcher. And so it's kind of like immediately puts that image in your mind like it's this big thump 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 thump.
Right,
And,
right,
like,
right.
chick, chick, chick,
Because now that I'm thinking about it, if it's this, then my two fingers would go in right here. And yeah, I guess it could be this thing with just a barrel on it.
yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
And maybe the barrel's there because obviously you got to balance the weight out of it. But then you're like this, and then I mean, honestly, I still might get it. I mean, if it's small like the pistol, then I'll just chop I'll just chop the entire front off,
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
and then it'll be a 24 shot rotating barrel pistol, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
That it really isn't. It could still be cool.
Yeah, it can still be neat. People do the 3 thing with the strong arms.
Yes, that is true.
But yeah, that was the update. It mounts on the side, which even if I chop the thing off, you could be used as an interesting accessory for other blasters.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Like if you get that point on a full auto, like on a automatic blaster, that would be a cool hold on for it.
Oh yeah.
Like I actually like this holding a blaster from the side. I actually kind of like that idea.
Yeah, it's interesting. It could be cool. like I said, it really kills it for me if that's not how it primes, because it means that there's almost no point holding it there. If I can prime it, but I can prime it from the side or I can prime it from underneath, that's cool. Especially if I can prime it either side.
At that point, you might as well take the gray thing off and just use it. Even if you leave the barrel on, just use it as a giant pistol.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I mean, that might be the reason why you can unscrew it, because they're like, well, people might just want to use it as a big pistol, let them unscrew it, and then fire from back here.
Good point, yeah. And if you're using it as a big pistol, I'm going to probably take off the little back butt part.
Yeah, for sure. So something else, I believe, came up on the Facebooks. Bob, some of you might know Bob from the Facebooks, posted up that Amazon Prime Sunday delivery is a thing, first off, which, if you didn't know that, is cool. And it looks like he got a Rebel 4 Victory off the Amazons.
Those were, yes, those have been on Amazon for a couple weeks. They hit a couple weeks ago.
What's interesting about it, that I noticed from the picture that was posted up, was it has all of these stuff, like includes holster, one-handed blasting, and then it has it in like 2 other languages. And I don't know what they are because I don't speak other languages. You know, I don't think they're always in multiple languages. Like it says 75 feet /22 M.
Oh, wow. Maybe they're saving on packaging by dual purposing it.
So it's possible. It's also possible that Amazon has stock that's supposed to go, that was originally supposed to go to another country.
That happened with the big shots, right? Because the big shocks had gray triggers. The initial shipment of them.
So that's what people were saying. But there was a Target today. Saw a big shot, gray trigger. I don't know if they're saving money on the trigger and they're not changing colors anymore. So I don't know what's up. It seems like it would be kind of odd, but there's really no reason for them to actually have a designation other than for people like us.
Right.
I don't see why they couldn't start just putting everything in one package that has multiple languages and save themselves some money, and who cares about triggers or trigger color. And for the Rebel line, as far as I know, and I don't know, we'd have to probably talk to Rob because I never even paid attention to this, but usually there's gray triggers on Elite stuff. I think we've seen gray triggers on. I don't know if there's been gray triggers on Zombie Strike stuff or not. I have to double check that too.
Good question.
Zombie Strike and Rebel, I don't know if they've ever had gray triggers out of the country or anywhere for that matter. Because gray would sort of really change the aesthetics of the Rebel line.
You know what it doesn't change the aesthetics of? The Thunderblast.
Yeah, you're right.
You can put a gray trigger. You can put a magenta trigger. Only trigger you can't put is that piece of plastic burning to the ground.
Or one that, works.
The Doominator has generated more hate than I would have thought, and the Thunderblast has not generated enough hate. I don't think it's evened out.
Yeah, I think that the Doominator seemed like a bigger announcement, and the Thunderbow, I don't even think it was really actually announced. It's just been like pictures of Baidu and stuff.
Wouldn't you keep that thing secret?
Yeah, I would just release that one under the radar and be like, oh, maybe someone will buy it. I don't know. Who cares?
Yep, it would be called a Dollar Tree exclusive.
For real. So maybe that's why it hasn't gotten the hate, or people are just looking at it like, who cares? Like, I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to buy it. It's a piece of junk. It's not even.
I think the HVZ crowd would be into it because don't the HVZ crowd have a lot of the rocket rules? A lot of their games are rockets and.
Depends on where you go, but yeah, I mean, the thing is, HVZ rockets. From the way that I've played HVZ, most people just roll with socks because it's cheaper. It's easier to carry on your person. You can throw it generally farther than you can shoot stuff.
Oh, got it. So rockets are socks.
Well, socks are usually, they call them grenades, but usually rockets/socks have this similar effects. Not always. I mean, I'm sure some places have very specific rules, but in games that I've played, it's been like, oh, this is like a rocket or grenade, whatever, can kill this big guy or does this thing.
Awesome.
But, it could be fun, definitely, for people who have game-specific stuff or write rules for it. Yeah, I mean, totally. But even then, I would just, if I knew I wanted to have rockets on me, I would just take a demolisher. Like, why You know what I mean? Like, then I have a blaster, and I
Yeah.
have a rocket.
Yeah.
So I can kill the regular zombies that are coming at me, and then shoot the big guy, and then leave.
That's true. Yeah.
But, it's cool to have it's definitely nice to have a secondary, potentially. I used to roll with, like, something very similar in Airsoft, but, again, rules very different and whatnot, so just wasn't so damn ugly. And the stock really should be something that you can take off, because if I wanted to roll it as a secondary, I don't want the big stock on it. I just want to rock it in there and be ready to go and be able to just pull it out and be like, thump, and then go back to my main weapon and just engage zombies or whatever.
Not gonna happen, homie. So keep plugging away.
Yep. I think that's about it. There's not a whole lot going on.
That was a lot. I mean, that was a pretty exciting week. I mean, you got to. Yeah. I mean, we're pretty much in. We're going to be in that holding pattern till summer. Things will leak out in tidbits, and it'll be awesome to speculate until we get some firing videos. I mean, the crossbolt should be here pretty. I'm assuming in the next probably 60 days since the little kid got one. I'm actually pretty excited for the crossbolt, believe it or not.
No,
I'm all down with anything powered by string. I'm down with. I think since it's brand new propulsion, the modding will be. I think it'll open up a whole new set of modding, and string seems to. From my experience with string shooting Nerf darts, it tends to shoot elite darts pretty accurately.
Yes.
Even elites. So, the propulsion system maybe that'll be a game changer.
Yeah, I don't.
Change the game. That's it.
That's about it. Oh, you know what? There was a thing, and I don't think we talked about it last time. That someone put up listings for My Little Pony blasters.
Oh yeah, I did tell you about. I made sure I told you about that.
Yep, nope, you did. So there's supposed to be some cross promotion stuff. Nerf, My Little Pony, obviously both owned by Hasbro. I don't remember if we talked about it last time or not. There's no pictures. It was just like an Amazon link that had like Hasbro, Nerf, My Little Pony, something.
Yeah.
So there's some people that are saying, well, obviously somebody just screwed up with the posting and put Nerf because it's Hasbro, and then My Little Pony after that. Other people are saying like, no, it is a thing. Who knows? If I was gonna hazard a guess, here's what I would say. This is just throwing this out there. Makes sense for them to cross promote, especially since they have the Rebel line, and that's doing well. Okay. Girls are liking it.
I'm
Boom.
with you.
All right. Here's what I think if this is a thing, what they are going to do is not preferred, but I think this is what will probably happen. They will release. It'll be like a figure or something that might also come with a blaster. It's not going to be anything amazing or game changing. It's going to be exactly what people don't want, which is more jolts. I think it's going to be a version of the jolt, like the pink paisley or whatever it is, and all the different little glamour ones. It'll be like that, but it'll have little cutie marks on them or whatever, and it'll be this blaster, and it'll probably come with a figurine or something, and be $15 you get a figure and a jolt.
But it'll be a Nerf My Little Pony blaster, which will put it up on the non-Nerf G.I. Joe blasters. Because
there's a Nerf G.I. Joe blaster.
I thought they were made by the makers of Nerf, not actual Nerf.
So I imagine that's what they're probably going to say on the My Little Pony ones as well. But if you look, there was a Nerf G.I. Joe blaster, and it is...
I thought I could have sworn it said made by the makers of Nerf.
So it is, but it's a blaster that is literally...
No, I know. But if these things are actual Rebel My Little Pony cross promotion, I may have to go burn Hasbro down. Because, on the one hand, you've got pink girly Nerf guns, which are awesome, and My Little Pony, which kind of sort of makes sense, I guess. Obviously makes way more sense than having things that shoot projectiles and effing G.I. Joe. No?
Yes.
You guys didn't want to... No? We didn't want to connect those? Because G.I. Joe and Lego type stuff made a lot of sense, but not G.I. Joe and things that propel things that are kind of look like bullets. I don't know, Hasbro. What are you
So, just to throw a couple of things out there, uh, it wouldn't surprise me if it says by the makers of Nerf, just to A, get the Nerf logo on there, but B, still
It's better.
keep
It's
it
better picked by the
distant.
makers of Nerf.
But they've done that before. So there was the Captain America blaster that looks exactly like a strong arm / Maverick kind of configuration, but it shoots hard plastic darts.
Yes.
Right? So I understand putting hard plastic darts on. You don't want to say Nerf because it's a different ammo from the makers of Nerf. Makes sense. Got it. Cool. Moving on. Then they have the big bad bow, the Hawkeye big bad bow. Now, if I'm not mistaken, because I haven't seen one in a package in like years, but it says by the makers of Nerf. It doesn't say Nerf.
If My Little Pony says by the makers of Nerf, I'm fine. But if it's actually Rebel and My Little Pony cross branding, that is just
I get you. I'm pretty sure the Cap Blaster said by the makers of Nerf. All the like Avengers tie-in stuff, like the Hawkeye mini bow, not the big bad bow, the little mini one that's just a jolt. Pretty sure all of those said by the makers of Nerf. The G.I. Joe one, which is literally just a Nerf blaster rebranded again. It's the Fury Fire. I'm pretty sure they just put by the makers of Nerf. So we'll see. We'll see. If they do, maybe it'll open up an era of Nerf tie-ins. Because right now, here's the thing. What was the last amazingly popular G.I. Joe anything that came out?
I don't particularly care.
Yeah, but Hasbro does.
Yeah.
Because Hasbro's like, we don't want to tank our Nerf, which is selling great, by putting G.I. Joe on it, which is tanked to the box office.
What about some more Transformers cross-branding? Transformers doing okay. They're making lots of movies that make lots of money.
Yes. I don't know. I mean, I agree, but yeah. Maybe.
I'm just saying. And you know what? G.I. Joe Creo's doing really well.
Yes, sure. Does it? I mean, I don't know that. Here's the thing. Transformers movies doing well. I have no idea what the shows are doing. The movies, I'm sure, are making a ton of money, but it's not with the same target demographic.
Oh, but for the love of God, it just makes a lot of sense.
No.
And if we can get the Thunderblast, I can get a freaking Cobra branded Nerf gun.
The other thing is it might just be, again, A, they're pushing their girls lineup of toys, but B, you know what might have happened? They might have said, well, we wanted to do a lot of stuff, but now that maybe their licensing has run out with Disney, and Hasbro's like, hey, we can't make Avengers tie-in blasters no more. We got to find something else to do.
So they don't go to their military. You know what? I'm done with this. I don't even want to have this conversation. All this conversation can do is piss me off.
Yes. Regardless, maybe something might be coming out. Even if it does, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be anything more than a jolt. That's what I'm getting at. I can't imagine they're going to release cool My Little Pony blasters that have a bunch of stuff.
I would take a G.I. Jolt.
Oh, well. Yeah. Yeah, no, I know. It's cool.
It was a good week, though. It was good Nerf week. It's getting warmer, so it's about that time.
Yeah.
And it's good. It's good time to be in the game right now. I feel like we're on the cusp of a big year for Nerf as a sport and a hobby.
Yeah, man, I'm loving it. I'm loving all the discussion about growing the hobby, keeping things one way, moving forward, people doing different things. It's one thing that we've always tried to say on here is that everybody's going to nerf different. Respect how everybody else nerfs. Enjoy nerfing the way you want to nerf, and do your thing. Have fun. Yeah. Help grow the hobby that way. Don't need to hate. Boom. That's it, guys. I think we're done, right? I don't think there's anything going on. There will probably be a video that announces the winners once we got them all picked out and we've contacted them, make sure that they're, verify their subscribers and all that jazz, and that they get our message and we get their address and we know where to ship it to. So, yeah. Once again, big thanks, everybody. We hit that 500 mark, and we're just looking forward to the future. Thanks for all your help. So, you know what to do. Just keep checking back here. Hope you enjoyed that video of B.F.U running in slow motion. We had that for a minute, and then when I saw Jaguar put his up, I'm like, oh, we can release it now. Because I don't think we actually had any footage not slow motion. So I was like, I don't know. People might want to see how fast he's actually running. Because like you look at the regular video, he just bolts across. It's amazing with that
Bolt,
iPhone.
you're very kind with the word. You're very kind with the word bolt. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Hey, you know. Well,
You know what I love about the iPhone slow-mo?
Hmm.
Favorite part, obviously, Pep has slow motion. I love the sound because you can hear every Nerf blaster. You can hear the dart exit.
It is. It's so good. It's so
I mean,
good.
even the ones next to the phone, you can hear them exit, and they make such a fantastic sound.
It is great. I'm
It is
loving it. I
very
can't wait to
epic.
get some
That
more video
sound's
with
not
that.
doctor. We didn't doctor the sound on that, but
Nope.
man, even 30 feet away, you can hear the dart exit the blaster. I love it.
It's awesome. It's awesome. I hope that we get more footage this year with stuff like that. That was
Yeah, we should. I'll have the. We never even showed everyone, but I'll have the cam set up for the iPhone and the holder, and we'll be actually yeah. Well, for the 6 Plus, we'll be good to go. We'll at least have one.
sweet. Sweet. Well, I'm stoked, man. Yeah. So that's it. Again, thanks everybody. I know we said it a lot, but you really do keep us doing this, because if nobody subscribed and no one cared, we probably would just talk Nerf shop and not film it. So
Yes.
thanks everybody from Bay Area Nerf and Nerfcast. This is Josh and my girlfriend in the background.
And big B.F. Yeezy for Sheezy. Happy
Happy
tagging. Oh, tagging happy.